Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Test Engineering Lab. In this tutorial, we're going to see the different levels of testing and the testing techniques that are used. So this is one of the very important videos from manual testing perspective. So let's see what are the levels of software testing. So there are four important levels of software testing, which is unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and user acceptance testing. Okay, so unit testing is a level of testing that is usually conducted by developers. Unit testing means that they perform the testing on their code or individual methods that they have developed. So because here the internal implementation and the logic is exposed while testing is conducted, this is called as a white box or a clear box testing technique. Okay, now integration testing is also something that is performed by developers, and this involves the testing of code as well. And because here again the internal logic and implementation is known and exposed, it's a part of white box testing. System testing and user acceptance testing, on the other hand, are conducted by the testing team. So, system testing is performed by the testers on the entire testing, while user acceptance testing is something that is conducted by testing team or the beta testers, and the testing is done against the acceptance criteria that are there for those particular functionalities. Okay, now if we have actually understood who performs these kinds of testing and what's actually that is done in there, but there are different techniques that are done to conduct these particular level of testing. So let's see that in detail one by one. So unit testing techniques are basis path testing, control structure testing that involves conditional coverage, loop coverage, and mutation testing. Basis path testing is nothing but a tracking of what path the program follows in its entire life, and how is the calling of particular methods and the flow of the whole program is done, working on it. So that all kind of a testing is done here. In controlled structure testing, we have conditional coverage and loop coverage. So we do have if else conditions or switch cases in code, or we have different types of loops there in the code. So all those control structures are tested as a part of this technique. And mutation testing, so if there is any abnormal behavior for any particular method, or if there is something that is not working as expected, all those kinds of behaviors and testing is done, you know that is identified as a part of this mutation testing. Integration testing, as its name suggests, what it involves is in unit testing, a small module is tested, while in integration testing, multiple modules are combinedly tested. So let's take an example that you have a module, you have a system that has three modules involved in it, and a part of application has three modules. Okay, and you're working on one or two of the modules. So you're done with the development of two modules, but one is pending. And if you want to perform the integration testing on that, so what's done? So if any module is not developed, stub, that is a piece of code, is used. Okay, instead of that module. And for that, integration testing is also done with these three approaches. One is top down, other one is bottom up, and the one is sandwich. So in top down, the middle module is not developed. So the first and the last one is done. The middle one is not done. So instead of that, stub, that is a piece of code, is used. Whereas in the bottom up, the top module is not developed. So the middle one and bottom one is present. So here the driver is used. Here the driver is used instead of the top module that is not developed. And sandwich is actually the combination of both. So stub is called by module under test, as in case of the top down module, and the driver calls module to be tested, which is done in the bottom up module. So these things have to be remembered by you guys, and it's very simple as well. Okay, System testing. It's a box testing technique, like I had already mentioned, and it involves GUI, that is the graphical user interface, functional testing, non-functional testing, and usability testing. So GUI, we already know, the graphical representation that we have for a particular system, all that is tested. Functional testing, the whole functionality and other things and the behavior is tested. Non-functional testing involves different aspects like the security and performance testing for an application and so on. And usability testing is nothing but testing of some documentation or other detailed guides and manuals that are available with that product, if they are usable enough. Okay. So that's it that we have in this tutorial. So in this tutorial, we have seen what are the different levels of software testing and what other methodologies are there using which those levels are actually implemented and tested. In the upcoming tutorial, we are going to see the similar concepts related to software testing, like if there are any or techniques that are used in testing. So we'll see you in the next session. So this was the part of series of those tutorials. So I'll see you in the next tutorial. If you have any doubts, please post on the comment section. Thanks.